Beloved Seeker, welcome into a sacred space of quiet receptivity. Let us take a gentle step together toward the living field of consciousness contained within this book. This work is not a single teaching, nor a linear path, nor a system confined to one tradition. It is a living constellation of spiritual insights, practices, and transmissions gathered like luminous fragments of one greater reality. It is a companion for those who walk the path of transformation, not only in thought but in being. This book was created as a collection of spiritual essays and teachings, each one opening a door into a specific aspect of inner development. Yet together they form something much deeper, a multidimensional map of human spiritual evolution. It does not merely speak about awakening, it demonstrates how awakening unfolds, through understanding, purification, discipline, balance, and direct experience. The deeper purpose of this book is simple and vast. It is to help you become conscious of the hidden structure of existence and your place within it. It invites you to see yourself not as a limited personality moving through a material world, but as a multidimensional being rooted in the mental, astral, and physical planes, arising from the primordial ground of existence itself. This ground, in the ancient language of the initiates, is called Akasha. And one of the central currents flowing through this book is the recognition that true spiritual work begins when we learn to perceive and consciously work with the subtle foundations of reality. You are not separate from the universe. You are a microcosm reflecting the macrocosm. Your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, your body, all are expressions of universal principles. To understand yourself is to understand creation. To refine yourself is to refine your participation in creation. This is the initiatory perspective from which the entire work unfolds. As you enter its teachings, you begin to encounter the architecture of existence itself, the elemental forces, the energetic planes, the subtle bodies, and the laws that govern manifestation. You are gently guided beyond materialistic perception into a holistic vision of reality, where matter is condensed energy, where energy emerges from primordial balance, and where all creation unfolds through dynamic polarity and harmony. You begin to see that consciousness is not produced by matter. Matter is an expression of consciousness. And this realization changes everything, because once you understand the structure of reality, you also understand the structure of transformation. The book does not remain theoretical. It opens pathways of practice. You are introduced to methods of energetic purification, subtle healing, inner stabilization, and conscious development of spiritual abilities. One profound teaching concerns working with the Akasha principle, the primordial field underlying all manifestation, as a force of purification, balancing, and healing across mental, emotional, and energetic dimensions. Through contemplative practice, one learns to dissolve imbalances, release accumulated negativity, restore natural energetic flow, and re-establish inner harmony. But these practices are not presented as techniques for quick results. Again and again, the teaching emphasizes responsibility, balance, maturity, and gradual development. Spiritual training is described not as experimentation, but as sacred craftsmanship, an art and science requiring patience, reverence, and integration across all aspects of life. this leads to one of the deepest initiatory messages of the book. True development is structural transformation. Spiritual growth is not belief, not knowledge, not inspiration. It is the gradual reorganization of your mental, emotional, and energetic being. New abilities arise when new inner structures are formed. New perception arises when consciousness is refined. New freedom arises when balance is established. Transformation is not symbolic, it is physiological on subtle levels. It is ontological. You become different. This process unfolds through disciplined practice, focused intention, repetition, integration and alignment with higher guidance. And here another profound dimension of the book emerges. Spiritual development is never merely technical. It is equally mystical. Magic and mysticism, power and purity, knowledge and transformation must evolve together. If power grows without refinement, imbalance arises. If aspiration grows without capacity, limitation remains. Therefore, the path is always dual. Inner purification and outer mastery, stillness and action, surrender and will. One of the most transformative experiences described is the stilling of the mind, the cessation of restless thought, the silence beneath mental movement. When this silence emerges, consciousness becomes vast, clear, luminous. Perception deepens, intuition awakens, divine presence becomes experiential rather than conceptual. This is not philosophy, it is a direct connect with the ground of being. From this stillness, deeper stages unfold, increased vitality, strengthened energetic structure, refined perception, expanded awareness, balanced emotional life, integration of masculine and feminine forces, and ultimately conscious participation in the evolutionary movement of existence itself. The teachings also guide the seeker into metaphysical understanding, the layered structure of reality across mental, astral, and physical planes. You begin to perceive that life continues beyond physical form, that consciousness operates across dimensions, and that spiritual development is the gradual awakening of awareness across these planes. The human being becomes visible as a bridge between matter and spirit, between individuality and unity, between creation and its source. This is why the path described in this book is not merely personal growth. It is conscious evolution. And this makes the teachings profoundly relevant today. Modern humanity possesses immense technological power, yet little inner balance. Information has expanded, wisdom has not kept pace. The fragmentation of perception, the overstimulation of mind, the disconnection from subtle awareness all create instability both individually and collectively. The teachings in this book restore orientation. They reconnect the individual with universal law, with energetic balance, with inner stillness, with responsibility, and with spiritual purpose. They remind us that evolution is not automatic. It is participatory. This book is for those who feel that calling. It is for sincere seekers who sense that reality is deeper than appearances, for practitioners who wish to refine the inner structure, for healers, mystics, magicians, contemplatives, for those who desire not escape from life, but mastery within it. It is for individuals ready to accept that transformation is real, demanding, gradual, and sacred. If you approach this work with sincerity, patience, and humility, it becomes more than a collection of teachings. It becomes a living guide, a field of transmission, a companion on the path toward inner mastery, awakening, and conscious participation in the unfolding of creation. And so, dear seeker, if you feel resonance with these words, if something within you recognizes the call toward deeper understanding, deeper balance, and deeper transformation, then I invite you gently, enter the teachings, study them slowly, practice with reverence. Allow the process to unfold naturally. If you wish to go further, deeper, more systematically, you may continue your training through the initiatory work of 4 mystics, or walk the structured path of conscious development within Ordo Mysticus. The path is open, the work is real, the transformation is possible. Walk in balance, walk in awareness, walk in the light of truth. In love, light, and service, I am Ray del Sol.